Happy New Year, YouTube. Quasar here. I hope you guys had a great holiday season. Now that it's 2016, I wanted to start off the year hot. And by that, I mean I'm profiling my fire fists. So let's jump right into it. First, we play 3 copies of Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. Now, Bear's your main monster. Whenever it inflicts damage, you get to set a fire formation spell. You can also pop a fire formation spell to pop a monster on the field that's troublesome. 1 copy of Gorilla. Gorilla is sort of similar to Bear. You can pop a fire formation and then pop a spell or trap. Or if he destroys a monster, it doesn't have just the inflict damage. It has to destroy a monster in order to set a spell, but it's still really good. We play 2 copies of Dragon. Dragon's really good. When it's on the field and you activate a fire formation, you can then set another fire formation trap directly from your deck. Or you can pop 2 of your own fire formations and then bring back another fire fist from grave. So that's really helpful. We are playing more of a Synchro engine. So we're playing 2 copies of Caribou. Caribou's really good for when it is used as Synchro material. You get to set a fire formation, so that's really helpful. And lastly, for the level 4 Fire Fists, we play 1 copy of Boar. He's just your level 4 tuner of the deck. For the 3-axis, we play 3 copies of Leopard. Leopard's really good in getting you into your fire formation cards. You're usually just going to tribute him, so he has the effect when it's tributed. You then get to immediately set a fire formation from deck. 2 copies of Rooster. Rooster is really good to combo off of your Horse Prince. When it's summoned through the effect of a Fire Fist monster, you get to add another Fire Fist from deck to hand. Also, you can pop one of your fire formations and then set a different fire formation from your deck. So get rid of like a useless tanky that's on board, and then you can set another fire formation that'll be really helpful. 2 copies of Spirit. We don't need 3. 2 is really all that you need. It is really helpful for bringing back those already used leopards. So when you just summon it, bring back Leopard. You can Synchro. You can Xyz. It's really good for combo plays. And we are, of course, playing 3 copies of Wolfbark. Wolfbark's absolutely amazing. Just brings back one of your other level 4s. And you can immediately Xyz. And lastly, for a nice tech, I wanted to add Red Resonator. Red Resonator's really good. It gets you into Horse Prince. Really easy. It's just like a single drop, and then you can drop any of your level 4s in hand, Synchro into Horse Prince, and then you can continue plays. Especially good if you're using Caribou too, because it allows you to then set another fire formation. So that's it for monsters 21. Moving on to spells. 3 copies of Tanky. Really simple. You have to play it at 3. Searches out almost any monster, just not Red Resonator. And it gives also all your monsters except Red Resonator a nice 100-point attack boost. 2 copies of Tensu. Allows you an additional normal summon, so that's always helpful as well to continue to push and make plays. 1 copy of Rekindling. Rekindling's actually an amazing card in this deck. You can bring back a lot of different monsters, including the Red Resonator, whose effect also, if it is special summoned, you can target another monster on the field, and then your life points increase by the attack of that targeted monster. So that's really good. 1 copy of Soul Charge, really good for bringing back some of your combo pieces. Copy of Regeki, of course, just to nuke the board. 1 Book of Moon, great tech card. And lastly, for spells, 2 copies of MST. Now moving into the traps, we play 2 copies of Tensin. This card's really good for just pumping up your monsters. Target 1, increase it by 700, and then all other Beast Warriors get a 300 attack point boost. So essentially the targeted monster gains 1000 attack. Whether you want to just get over a monster or an opponent's monster is attacking into yours, you can just drop that, and then the monster they targeted for an attack just boosts by 1000, and then you're probably going to be running over their monster. 1 copy of Tenkin. I think 1 is all you need. It's just helpful for protecting one of your ace monsters. 2 copies of Breakthrough Skill, really good for negating opponent's monsters' abilities. And now for just your staple one-ofs, Bottomless, Mirror Force, and Solemn. So that'll round up the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, I play 2 copies of Tiger King. Tiger King is your Ace XZ's monster. When it's summoned, you get to set a Fire Formation card, so that's also really helpful. You can detach an XZ's material and negate the effects of all face-up monsters except for Beast Warriors. So since you're mostly dealing with Beast Warriors, your deck will be fine. Also, when it is destroyed, if you do have 3 face-up Fire Formations, you can send those to the graveyard, and then you get to special summon 2 monsters with the same attack in defense position, allowing you to probably go into another XZ's next turn. 1 copy of Cardinal. Cardinal's really good for helping you recycle your used Fire Formation cards. Lion Emperor. He's really good for just recycling your Fire Fist monsters. I play 1 copy of Diamond Direwolf. This guy's actually really good because you are dealing with your Beast Warriors, so you can just pop one of your own and then pop a troublesome card. 1 copy of Silent Honor. Really good, basic rank 4. Same with Castell. And lastly, for XZ's, 1 copy of Gagaga, just for that additional burn. Moving into my synchros, we play 1 copy of Horse Prince. Horse Prince is amazing. When you synchro summon it, you can special summon a level 3. So you'd usually be going into Rooster, and then Rooster can then continue off on your plays. We're playing 1 copy of Red Wyvern. Red Wyvern's really good. It can pop an opponent's monster whose attack is stronger than its own, but it can only be used once while it's face up, but still an absolutely amazing ability to have. Goyo Guardian, he's another really good level 6. If you run over a monster, you then get to special summon that monster back onto your side of the field. 1 copy of Vulcan the Divine. When it's summoned, you get to return one of your Fire Formation cards usually, so that's really good for helping you recycle and reuse them. one copy of Celestial Wolf. This guy is really only in here because he combos really well with Diamond Dyer. So if you were to have Diamond Dyer and him on the field, you can use Diamond Dyer's effect, pop him. His effect would also go off. When it's destroyed, a monster on the field loses 2400 attack. And then his effect would pop a card. So if they had like a monster who was pretty strong on board, you can just get that monster down 2400 attack, and then if they had any other card you'd want to get rid of, you can pop that, and then you can easily just run over that monster that just lost that attack with Diamond Dyer. So those are pretty nifty right there. One level 7, and that's Black Rose. Black Rose is always good for situations where you just need to nuke the board and start fresh. And lastly, for Synchros, I play one copy of Crimson Blader. Crimson Blader is really good because it stops your opponent from summoning level 5 or higher monsters. So that's it. That's my Fire Fist deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.